Hey, what's up everybody? This is the Classic Tycoon here, and if you're watching this, then I have pretty much just reached 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and I figured we'd do something a little bit different for this episode. So today we're back in the $1 Million Mission, the park that we played through in like a 33-part series. And today I'm going to trap all of the guests in this entire park over the lake, and I'm going to kill them all. So that should be pretty fun. I'm going to show you guys how I go about doing this, and we're going to kill them in some other ways too as we go along. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trap the guests using do not enter signs. And I'm going to make them, I'm going to kind of funnel them into an area where they're all going to get trapped. So let's build a pathway right above the lake. And then I'm just going to build a do not enter sign right here at the edge of this, so that when they go through there, they can't come back. Now I'm going to have to funnel them in there as well, and this is a fairly high traffic area. One of the most popular rides in the park is right here. So if I kind of just build this little do not enter thing right here, the guests only have one option of going, and that's to the right there, as you can see, and that's up through that pathway right there. So it's gonna just start funneling guests, and you'll be surprised how many guests that traps on its own. But if we want to get the maximum amount of guests possible, which we have 4,300 guests in our park right now, we can see a lot of guests are actually leaving the park, and we can't have that happen. So what we got to do is we've got to build a no entryway sign to block the actual exit of the park. So I'm going to show me doing this right now. I'm going to hide the scenery, and you can see I'm placing this right here, right at the entrance. So let's put that there, and do not enter. And now no one can leave the park. Don't be surprised now that my park rating is actually going to drop very quickly and very significantly. Okay, but now you can see guests are still entering the park. And yeah, now I'm just going to build a bunch of no entryway signs to start funneling the guests up toward this area. And I'm going to do this a couple times in the park. Right now, this is just kind of an initial one to get them going. We can see how many guests, and this is sped up ×4 right now. You can see how many guests are already stuck up there. And yeah, it's not that hard. It's pretty easy to do, honestly. But yeah, I'm just building a bunch of no entryway signs. You got to be careful not to block off the pathway to this, but look at this, guys. Look how many guests are already over here. It's pretty crazy. Now, you can see this is already causing a little bit of lag, so I'm worried once I get all 4,500 guests or so up there that they're going to die. But this is a pretty funny thing that you can do at this point. Once you have this many guests trapped right here, you can open food and drink stalls and raise the prices to pretty ridiculous amounts and still make bank. So right now it's at $5. No one's paying for it, so I just slowly bring it down until I see people start to buy it. And then suddenly you'll get to a point where tons of people just start buying it at a price that you normally would never put it at. Which, I mean, $2 isn't ridiculous, right? Absolutely, but still, that's a price that most of the times I wouldn't do. But you can see how many people are actually buying from this. You can see how many people are buying. It's ridiculous. So this is something fun that I like to do once I've got all these people trapped here. So I'm going to do this with the drink stall as well. And Yeah, I'm not sure really why I do this. I just think it's kind of fun, and it's fun to see, you know, how much money you actually make from these things. And you're gonna see all the guests start to buy drinks as well. So now that one's going crazy too. And see, we've already got 381 guests at the fried chicken stall. 63 and counting at the drink stall. So let's well, might as well do it with a restroom as well, and you can see how ridiculous that is too. We'll see at what point guests will start paying for the restroom. 40 cents is doing okay, but you see I changed it to 30 cents and all of a sudden it's going crazy. So we'll keep that at 30 cents. Now, I'm not satisfied with the amount of guests there. There's a lot, but it's not enough. So we got to get some more going here. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to close down all the rides. And that way, guests won't have anything to do besides funnel their way into this. And it's going to keep guests from, you know, staying in queue lines and stuff. So I'm going to close every ride in the park except for Orange Beast. I'm going to leave that open, and I'm going to use it as an advertising campaign. And what I want to do is build the exit way, which I think I already did. The exit way is going to go into this. Yeah, you can see that's how I designed it. And that way we're going to trap more guests. So we're going to do an advertising campaign for Orange Beast in a minute here. And then the guests will start coming towards Orange Beast. You can see how much this is lagging by looking at that. And after they ride Orange Beast, they will be pleasantly surprised by joining all of their friends here and being able to buy some fried chicken and some drinks. So that should be fun for them. Now look at all these guests funneling through here. I definitely need to make this a little bit more efficient to trap the guests. A lot of them are getting kind of stuck over here trying to get to the exit way. So just kind of see where the guests are going and then put in no entryway signs accordingly, and you'll be able to funnel them, you know, fairly easily over there. Now, this does take some time when you've got a park that's kind of randomly laid out as a $1 million mission park. You know, I'm not like super organized when I build my parks. I kind of just build a roller coaster, put the pathways in, and then move on to the next one and put another one there. I don't like lay out the park design. You can see how much this is lagging now. But see all the guests now that are funneling in here. So let's do an advertising campaign. We are not gaining any guests right now, but I'm just going to do a big advertising campaign, get as many more guests in here as I possibly can. So I'm really, I think I'm going to do an advertising campaign for everything that I can just to get, and I want you to see, even though my park rating is 0, I'm still going to be getting guests coming into the park, and the way that I've set up these no entryway signs, they're going to funnel straight to that back area. Or they'll just head back there themselves because I'm going to be doing an advertising campaign for Orange Beast. I'm so interested to see how fast my money drops now that all the rides are closed. I'm only really making money off of those fried chicken stalls now. Alright, so we've got all these guests up over here. No really way of knowing how many are here, but I'm the way that the park is lagging, I'm guessing the vast majority of the guests are here. So the first way that we're going to punish them, and I'm sorry that this is lagging so bad. I was not necessarily expecting this to happen, but I'm not surprised in the least. The game's trying to process, 4,500 guests right now, all in this small area, and they're all thinking thoughts. They're all carrying a certain amount of money. They all, think specific ways. But now let's go ahead and build them a nice looping roller coaster. We're going to launch it at 60 miles per hour. And what you got to do when you do this is you can't test it. You just got to open it. You can see how many guests are joining it. But what I'm going to do is now it started to rain. So let's wait for the rain to pass. And then we'll try this again. So I'm just going to speed through the rain. Alright. It's pretty laggy. But let's open this up. Make sure to press that you want the roller coaster to wait for the full load. That way it will fill up with guests nice and quick. We'll make their death cheap, so $2 per guest should be plenty. And let's enjoy the show. Very nice. Man, it's crazy how much the game is lagging. I would probably advise not to do this with many more guests than this. I really thought my game was going to crash the entire time I did this. And I didn't save it because I'm actually, I don't want to overwrite the $1 million mission save with this. Just in case we want to do something on that in the future. But, so I had to be careful. But, yeah, I really thought my game was going to crash. But you can see the moment I move away from those guests, the game smoothens up real quick. And, yeah, I'm looking around. There's still some wandering guests around here. Maybe a couple hundred walking around the park, but really it's a ghost town out there. And, man, it's crazy. There's no one out here. So I was looking around maybe to find a way that I could funnel some more. But let's give you guys an idea of just how many guests are here. I'm going to build a huge pathway here, super long, and just see what it looks like, for all of these guests. So that's a pretty long path. You can see these guests walking up it here. Man, look at that army. Army of balloons. So we'll let them march up here. I just, again, wanted to show you guys how crazy, how many guests are actually on here, and then we'll get to killing them all. So they're all up here. I'm going to speed through them, going back down. And now I'm going to trap them even more. So you can see I'm kind of just building these no entryway signs so that the guests are getting trapped in an even smaller area. Gotta wait for all of the slow people to come back now. You can see those tired guys lagging behind, so we'll let them catch up, and then we'll do this thing. You can see I received a park award for the best staff, so that's nice. This is because all the guests are in one area, and the handyman just go in there and clean up after them. All right. So you can see I deleted the drink stall so that you guys could see better and so that I could see better. But all it did was put this crazy glitch line all the way down the side of my park. So that's a thing. Yeah, I was trying to fix it. There's not really, nothing seemed to work, so that's just gonna be there for a second. And look how freaking slow that this park is going now that I've trapped all these guests in this little 3-spot area. So, make sure you watch the guest count here. We're at 4,879 guests. And, yeah, we're gonna delete the pathways that they're on and just drop them into the water and watch them all die a painful death. I'm going to delete the pathway this way a little bit. And it takes some time because it's so laggy. I was like trying to click on everything and it's just so laggy I can't do it. Alright, here we go. And there goes the guest. You can see some of them escape it. Oh man, look at that blur of guests. That's crazy. Look how many guests are in that little 3-spot area. And then as they all fall, you can see along with them goes probably about 1,000 balloons into the air. And look at how fast the guest count is going down. We're at 4,800. All the way down to 289. And these guys think that they've got it made. These guys think that they've escaped, but no, we're not going to let them. So that was about 4,500 guests right there. Let's make sure we take care of the rest of these guys. They don't deserve any mercy. So there's probably about 200 of them right there. But you can see the game's running nice and smoothly now, so that's good. I'm still getting some notifications that people have drowned, so let's wait for these stragglers to get in here. These tired guys. And then we'll go ahead and put these guys off too. You can see some of them are able to like escape for some reason. But we're going to make sure that doesn't happen again here. So that was about 200 guests right there. Let's get rid of these guys. That brings us down to, looks like it'll bring us down to 43 guests. Then I've got these handymen right here. You know, they've been loyal. But I don't think they deserve any mercy, so let's kill them real quick. And they get a nice long fall. So we have 43 guests left in the park. The duck is really liking this. And so let's look around and see if there's any more damage we can cause. There's some guys. There's some tired guys. We'll put them out of their misery here. So their buddies join them up here. There we go. Much better. So, down to 28 guests. We started with 4,800 guests, and now we're down to 28. So, it's a pretty good percentage that has lived, right? Imagine if you were a part of this park apocalypse and you were one of the 29 people that got out alive out of 4,800. That guy looked nice and happy. Anyways, thanks guys for watching this one, and thank you so much for 100 subscribers. It's taken me a while to get there, but I don't plan on stopping here. I'm not satisfied with 100 subs. I'm going to keep pushing at it and hopefully get more, and I'm going to be trying to make as much content for you guys as I can. We're going to keep doing Let's Plays, keep doing tutorials, keep doing random videos like this once in a while, and it's going to be fun. I've really enjoyed this so far. I've enjoyed interacting with you guys, and a lot of you seem to really enjoy the content, and that is what makes this all worth it. And I'm really glad I've got a couple fans out there that, out of my 100 subscribers, I've got those really loyal ones already, and it's been a lot of fun to develop this and see how it's been going. And yeah, just a huge thank you to you guys. 100 subscribers, I know it doesn't seem like much when you think about that. That's like a huge conference room full of people, and it's awesome. Again, thanks you so much for 100 subs, you guys. If you liked this episode, give it a like. I know it's pretty long, and I could have just made one of those videos where it cuts right to the point and the people, 4,000 guests die right at the very beginning of the video. But there's already plenty of those that you can go watch on YouTube, so this one's a little bit different. I showed the whole process. Thanks so much for watching again, you guys. Thanks for 100 subscribers. Give me a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next video.